Everyone, welcome back to my third video, 6.3.6 run through with the easy path for the not so talented. This is the mediocre MCOC player. So this is going to be the walkthrough for 6.3.6. This is going to be a pretty interesting fight. The best champs on this blog guide, shows who you should be using. And then you have your best counters for the boss. So the boss doesn't take any damage unless it's from a critical hit. Here's my problems. I don't have anybody from the Ghost Trinity ramped up. I have Corvus. On our path, he's only going to get 2 charges, and the boss fight's going to be too long. But I might end up having to use him. But I am going to bring him. Star-Lord's only R4. Stark Spidey I just barely got myself, so he's not anywhere. Warlock I have, outside of a couple fights. I'm not sure if he's useful. Captain America IW, you know what? I actually might bring him too. And Omega Red with Suicide Mastery and Colossus. So the best counters, again, I don't have any of those guys ranked. The highest one I have is Aegon, and he's an R4. But I'm not great with having to maintain combos, and then on top of it, he sorry, got sidetracked. He will be taking L3s from the boss, so I'm not really, he's not like one of my best champs. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start setting up some of my team. I'm trying to remember who I had mentioned. I think just because I'm gonna bring in some heavy hitters on top of it. There is a Magneto in here with an unblockable L1, a white Magneto. So we got to remember that. I need a counter for that. Let's see. Who else? I was going to bring somebody specific. I cannot remember who it was. Whomever I bring in. Oh, I was thinking of Cap IW. That's right. Yeah, let's go ahead and do him instead of Doom. Alright, I think we're good with this. I think this is the team I'm going to do. So, alright, the easy path is the one that starts with Colossus. So here we go. I'm actually kind of afraid of what's going to happen when I get to... So again, normal things, since I'd like to save up resources, I'm just going to hit my freebies, ones we get through the daily quests and stuff like that. Because clearly I have a ton. I'm going to go ahead and start with Corvus, but here we go. I forgot about the Counter-Strike. And the unblockable special attacks. So when MCOC Noob was running this, he was using Ghost. But again, I don't have a high enough Ghost. Well, so I guess we'll attempt Corvus here and see how well he does. I forgot about the Counter-Strike. But on top of it, I'm not very good with... my evades anyway. I'm not that type of player. I think that was suited to... oh, jeez. What the... I think that was suited to counteract Stark's Spidey. Yep, as of right now, I'm kind of wishing I had used Warlock instead, but I wanted to get some charges up on my Corvus. Alright, that was fun. Alright, let's give Warlock a shot. Alright. He made quick work. So at this point, I don't think I'm going to be having my Corvus for the boss. Alright, so Rhino's specials are easy to evade. However, you definitely want to keep the gaps closed, because you don't want him charging forward and getting his unblockable charge. So I'm definitely using Fury as somebody who will just kind of cause a lot of damage. Mostly the bleed damage. But there we go. I was hoping to have Corvus for this fight, but it is what it is. Oh boy. Alright, well, it looks like I'm going to be using some items during this go through. So this is where you guys get to see why I'm a mediocre player. So far, in my entire run through of 6.3, I had only lost a person once, or no, I don't want to say lost a person once, but only when facing the Havoc boss did I die at all. This is the first time I've died during a path, and so far I've died twice during said path. So I'm hoping for those of you doing this, you at least have some of these guys who can, cause some good damage. think I'm going to just go ahead and use Cap IW here. Yeah, I really think going into that last fight, I'm going to be using revives. So with Cap IW, I just like to parry heavy, and then throw the L2 because he's got one nasty L2. Usually I'd only used a Cap IW in AQ. Yeah, see, it's just a nasty L2, and you definitely want to have him higher sig level. I'm not sure what sig level this is. I do have him in a 6-star, and I just recently awoke him, but he's barely awoken, and he's only at L1 or level R1. There we go. And I thought I had the party there, but I guess I didn't. So this is going to be one of the more annoying fights because you can't bring a metal champion, obviously, so nobody with any type of metal. And then on top of it, his specials are unblockable, and the L1 is one of the more annoying specials to try to evade, at least for some of us. Some people I know are very good at it, and then others, like me, are not so good. Hey, actually, I did pretty good in that fight. All right. MCOC noob used magic for power control, but my magic's only L4 or R4. So if you have somebody who can, control that power, you keep him away from his specials, and that works too. She-Hulk here has very easy available specials. So again, just bring in somebody who could cause a lot of bleed damage. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I didn't bring Venom. But now that I think about it, there is an Aegon fight on this path, and I actually would have brought Venom for that just to be able to eat up his Furies and keep Venom at full health. But I just remembered about it. Part of me still wishes I had my Warlock, but alright, whatever. I don't want to use any of my resources, even though I have tons. I don't feel like using them until I get to the boss. I guess the good news with Cap IW here is if I do get hit, more often than not I have a chance at glancing, which is helpful for people like Beast who can cause bleed. And he's got that really annoying L1, so if you can, try pushing him to L2. Play with fire, get burned. So anyway, I'm glad that I've died a couple times on this one. So you guys can see I'm not really that great of a player. That I am, in fact, mediocre. I'm kind of saving Mole Man for Cap, because I think Mole Man has some pretty good critical hits, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'll just use Fury again to bleed him out. And that's That's interesting, since he's technically on this path. I actually almost would have thought he would have been part of the story. So Aegon's got really easy to evade blocks. L1, you just... until you're stupid like me and run in too early. Oh boy. Anyway, I thought about bringing Wanda for this as well, the classic. So I do have her as a 5-star at R5, but because she could eat up those Furies, but clearly I didn't need to. So here I have a chance to swap out somebody who's dead. Now I could technically swap out my Warlock. But I honestly don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to go ahead and skip, because I can't think of anybody else I should want to bring in right now anyway. So, as I said, this is going to be kind of an annoying fight. So, the defender takes 100% less damage from hits that are not critical, so you need hits. I wasn't quite understanding what this destructive feedback was. Yeah, it says it's going to deal all around, but it was kind of confusing. I never watched, when I was watching MCOC Noob play, he says don't hit into it while the shield is active. However, he was hitting into it all the time, and nothing was ever happening. Now, I don't know if that's because he was using Ghost, and she has some sort of bypass to that, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? So anyway, he does use his specials in order. So eventually you will get L3 because you will not be able to bait for L1s or L2. So you're gonna potentially be using some revives here and some health pots. So hopefully you've got stuff stored up like I do. All right. Sorry, my recording is in the way. So I'm gonna use Moleman. I'm gonna hope that I can get some damage through bleed before anything. Plus, Moleman has a good chunk of life. Oh wow, no, he really doesn't bleed, huh? At least the Alright, so yeah, no DOT damage. Alright, this will be fun. So yeah, making him bleed doesn't do anything. So I don't even know if Fury is going to be helpful in this, like I was thinking he would be. And nope, I just took a shit ton of damage, didn't I? That's why. Okay, now I understand why. Alright, so yeah, if I hit while that shield is active, and then he even hits me, makes contact, then I take the damage. He was using Ghost, so every time he went back, Ghost went into phase mode, so he was actually never getting hit. Okay, I don't know what just happened there, but apparently I ate a hit. Oh boy. Alright, so this is actually going to be much harder than I was thinking. He one-shot it with Ghost. It was a long fight, but he one-shot it with Ghost. Oh shit. I didn't realize the shield was active right now. Alright, so yeah, while that yellow is active, if you hit him, and he like even hits into your block, you're going to take whatever damage you dealt to him. And since he's about to throw L3, we definitely don't want to be hitting into that shield. Shoot. Hit into the shield. And see, just like that one hit took out everything. Alright, destructive feedback. Now that I understand it, ugh, annoying. I'm not thinking I brought the best overall team for him. Oh, son of a... Honestly, I forgot he started off with the shield. Ugh. Okay, who do I want to try bringing in? I guess Corvus. I'll bring Corvus. I don't have any charges. That's great. I'm gonna revive Corvus. Just because he does hit crits. I'm not gonna throw a ton into him just because, again, he doesn't have charges, so his crits are gonna be less likely. So you need to remember right off the bat, every one of these fights they start off with shield. So unless you are going to be able to evade every single thing, which I'm not clearly able to do, you definitely don't want to hit into that destructive feedback shield. Man, it makes you wish I had put some charges on him. Wait, no, I didn't start the shield yet. Okay, that's good. I thought I had activated. I thought the shield had been activated. Yeah, I took a good amount of chunk off of him, so Mole Man was doing pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and revive Mole Man. Need to remember that destructive feedback. Maybe since I have a better understanding of it, I won't lose Mole Man so fast. So far, it's looking like Corvus might have been my best bet. Jesus. Yeah, I'm going to go back to Corvus. So anyway, this is a very good indication of making sure you bring the right crit teams in. I clearly did not make the best choice. I wish I had gotten some charges onto Corvus, but clearly I didn't. And that's costing me right here. Somebody you definitely don't want to bring is going to be Guardian. He has 0 crits, so definitely stay away from Guardian. You will never take any damage off of this guy if you bring Guardian. So I guess he's at his only going to use his L3 anyway, so I'm dead. But Corvus is clearly my best option on my team. So again, do not do similar to me. Bring high crit. You definitely need to cause some crit damage. As I said, I kind of wish I had revived Corvus way back in the beginning when I lost him to Colossus. This fight would probably be over already since I would have had some charges. I was trying to avoid. Yeah, I was trying to avoid getting him to L3. I knew he went into that shield. I was just kind of hoping I'd be able to finish it off, but anyway. Just use a smaller revive and some of my smaller potions here. Just need enough to outlast the shield and I'm good. I don't know why I'm having such issues parrying him today. And there you have it. Definitely the hardest fight I have faced in the entire 6.3 arsenal. But I did it. I'm that much closer now. And hopefully you learn from my mistakes and are better about it. So again, focus on crit teams. And you saw who some of the better champions to bring were before the fight. So anyway, good luck, and I'll see you next time.